What's up guys, how's it going guys? Today we're going to be talking about my charts for this week coming, my planned chart, what I see value in for this week and why I see value in it and stuff. And guys, I'm reading two positions already. I'll show you guys now. And yeah guys, let's just get into the charts. Let me just show you guys why I see value in it, and let me just show you guys my thought process. But let's get in the charts guys. Okay guys, as you guys can see, I'm in that specific trade at this very moment, NZD Canada, but I'll get to that trade right now. Let me just start from the top and work myself down and show you guys what trades I see value in and stuff. But yeah, at this moment I'm in that specific trade just because I saw like a flag, sort of flag pennant structure, and I just took the trade because the main direction is up, and I just took the trade and stuff. It's consolidating at this moment at that specific zone. I'm just giving it time. I'm just giving it time to play out and stuff, because as you guys know, the market doesn't just go straight up and need to go zigzag in all sorts of funny ways. But at this moment, I'm just giving that one, just giving it time and stuff. If it a loser, then it's a loser, guys. But let's just quickly start from the top. Okay, guys, New Zealand dollar. Why do I see value? And some of them, guys, also I just want to see, some of them I see value in, but still not by the buy zone or sell zone. But I just see, okay, fine, if it does get to that specific zone this week, I'm interested in it, but doesn't mean I'm going to take it. Yeah, like for example that one, NZD, New Zealand dollar USD, correct? At this moment, you guys can see it's forming a symmetrical triangle at this very moment. You see how it's forming a symmetrical triangle? And I'm only interested in it once when it goes to that specific level. Do you guys see that level, that buy level, correct? And you guys can see anywhere in that level from to, okay, why do I put that huge fat lines there, like a bar sort of thing? Why am I putting a skinny line through? Guys, we all trade different, and the reason why I put that thick line through, I want to identify that and that pushing. And so it's two different levels, correct? But I also do know whenever it comes close to the green line, I'm interested, correct? Okay, sorry guys, as I was saying, when it comes anywhere close to that specific zones, I'm interested, correct? And you guys can see this week it can definitely come to that zone, and once it's in that zone, I'll go in smaller time frames, I'll see, okay, what can I see at this moment? Because as you guys know, it's a beautiful consistent downtrend, and you just need to leave it. I'm just waiting for it to come to the support area, then I'll be interested in it at this moment. But at this moment I'm not, but I see value in it, you know, for the future. Okay, go to the next one, guys. Chief JPY. Let's quickly go get into it. Okay, at this Chief JPY, I actually have a position at this very moment in it. Okay, guys, let me quickly explain to you guys why I see value in it. Okay, guys, as you guys can see, just the structure, just the channel, what I identified, I think it really explains for me why I see value in it. But let me quickly go over it, guys. Guys, as you guys can see in the past history, it bounced by that specific zone, and now it's bouncing again by that zone, and that's why I took the position. But you see, guys, it bounced there, we're in a beautiful channel, guys. But yeah, it only bounced once, basically nearly 2 times. That's a little more risky, because you guys all know I'm more bounced by a zone, I'm more accurate you're going to be, I'm more profitable 10 to 1 you're going to be, you're going to be 10 to 1 more correct than wrong, correct? Taking such a trade is a little more risky, because technically only bounce, you can say once and say we don't know that's a bounce. But just a structure, just the way I'm looking at the market, and just 10 to 1 is going to push down and stuff. And I saw value in that trade, and I took that trade. My take profit zone is going to be, okay, number 1 is going to be that level. As you guys can see, the support is very strong there. That's my number 1 take profit, correct? And you guys can see the ratio is 1 to 3. It's still a very good trade. But my main focus is that specific zone right there. And that's about the 8%. And that means I'm losing $1 to make like $8. You understand? It's a very good reward ratio. But yeah, guys, it's very simple. The reason why I saw value inside, because in a downward structure, and I like going with the momentum. You guys know we're in a downward momentum. I'm just following the downward momentum at this moment. But let's quickly go on higher time frames. Let's see what's happening on higher time frame in general. Okay, let's just quickly zoom out. Just see what's happening on higher time frames. Yeah, and guys, as you also see now at this moment, there's a resistance and there's support, correct? But between the resistance and support, it's not going horizontals, It's basically making like expanding like expanding wedge or something. Let me show you guys. Let's keep on making wider. Okay, now understanding that structure what we have on a daily, where do you think the market must tend to want to go, correct? Understanding that yes, we did have a very decent candle push down, but in general, where do you think the market must go? If we keep on going, we keep on playing that specific structure, that structures keep on forming, where do you think the market must go? 10 to 1 the market needs to go where? To that specific zone. It makes sense why the market is going to go to that zone. Understand we did have a week, but it does not count so much, guys. We play, there's a specific structure that and it's 10 to 1 going to go down, and that's what I'm also signing at this very moment, because I know 10 to 1 is going to go down, go up, go down, go up, go down, hit and go up. And that's also the second reason I'm taking the position, not just because I see the channel. Channel is more enough to trade off, but just understanding the bigger picture, understanding the main direction of the big picture also made sense for me why to take a trade, guys. Let's go to the next one, guys. AUD USD. What do I see in that one? Okay, let's go to 4 hourly. Okay, basically I see a channel. Okay, guys, as you guys can see with AUD, let me just quickly do that. Okay, guys, as you guys can see with AUD USD, we're in a channel. You guys can see every time it comes to that specific zone, it's keep on bouncing. Let me show you guys. Came to support, bounce. Came to support, bounce. Came to support, bounce. Came to support. What's going to happen? Yeah, there we go. Bounce. Because that's the pattern. That's what's going to do. They keep on. What's keep on happening in the past always going to happen again. And as you guys can see, it's coming to support, bouncing, coming to support, bouncing. But is it going to happen always? No, but the chances is very great, correct? And that's why I take trades what's consistent. The consistent bouncing is very consistent. It's very consistent when it comes to bouncing. So now when it comes to resistance, same thing, guys, same thing. When it comes to resistance, let me show you. Come to resistance, bounce. That one unfortunately broke out, but let's go again. Come resistance, bounce. Come resistance, bounce. You understand, guys? The consistency is there, and that's why I love the trade. That's why I see potential in it. How am I going to see to enter that position? I'm just waiting for a turnaround. I see no turnaround yet. But let me quickly show you guys. If I have to get in the position, I'm definitely going smaller time frames. We're going to get in the trade now, correct? Let's quickly put it on. I see a structure forming there. Let's just quickly see. I see a specific structure forming there. What is it? Is it a channel? Yep, this is the channel. Let's quickly look. Yeah, it's a channel. Basically, as you guys can see, we're in a channel. Then what I'll do is very simple, guys. Very simple. I'll just wait for the break of the channel. And like I told the group also, you don't need any indicators. I know what my indicators on at this moment. But yeah, guys, when it comes to the channel, you wait for the break outside the channel, you wait for a pushback, and you enter. Then it's going to be something like that. There's two ways you guys can do it, to be quite honest with you. You can just enter right away, or you can go on top, wait for a pushback, then enter. It's basically up to you guys. But just understanding that we are in the buy zone is good enough, guys. Really, it's good enough. Then what you will do is there's two ways you can play it. You can wait for a breakout, you can wait for a pullback. Then put your stop loss just beneath that pullback and wait and let it go up on top. Or you guys can play the general trade. You guys will enter somewhere around the inside. Now once when it starts pushing up, you put your stop loss beneath everything. Then that means, when I say beneath everything, I mean when it breaks, definitely the whole structure break. Let me show you guys an example. You put your stop loss right around there. You enter right around there. Let me see. Let's quickly look at the reward ratio. Long. You enter right around there. You just see it's gonna start turning around now. Let's not put. We enter right around there. Let's see our stop. We enter right around that zone. Our stop loss is just there. I take profit there. Okay, guys, I have to go a little more tighter. Let's go like that. The ratio I see now, the reward ratio isn't the best. There's a 1. Let's say 1 to 3 is like the minimum, but that's like you're really desperate for a trade. But I saw potential in it, but doesn't mean I'm gonna be trading it like that. I'm waiting more. I mean, like going smaller time frames and understanding that we are by support buy zone. Then once we start trending up, okay, maybe going smaller time frames and understanding let's keep on going up, pushing back, going up, pushing back. Then when it pushes back, nothing stops me from once we start pushing up, buying there, and then I'm putting my stop loss below that push down. Then that means because we're in an upward patterns, correct? But I just saw value in it and stuff. I just saw value in it. The reward ratio isn't the best, but I did, but just in general, it is in the buy territory at this moment. But let's go to the next one, guys. You know, so some just have to wait for some's already in that buy zone. Okay, there. That specific trade also I'm in at this very moment and stuff. It's basically like I did talk now. It's like a pennant flag sort of thing, and understanding that we're by the buy zone. And we're on our way to the resistance zone, correct? The sell zone, correct? And the reason why I took that trade is because it's not normal for the market to turn around at this moment. Why is that so? Because every time the market went up, when it came to that specific zone, it only corrects. And it goes further up. It never goes back to the buy zone. Same thing there, correct? Comes up, corrects at that specific zone, goes down, goes further up. It never goes completely down, correct? And that's the only reason it came up, corrects at the zone, and goes further up. There's a pattern, guys. There's a pattern. And there also. But what I'm trying to say is very unusual at that specific zone for the market to start doing that. Can it happen? Definitely, but it's very unusual because the structure doesn't show it. And the reason I took that specific trade is just because I'm following the momentum again of the trade. And just in general, I saw value in it, but I see it getting rejected at this moment by the highs right there. I see it is getting rejected. I just have to wait I just have to wait and see what's going to happen to that trade at this moment. Just give it some time and let it play out, because sometimes a lot of people get nervous and they break their rule. And I'm just thinking you mustn't break your rule because you made your trading plan for a reason why you want to break it, correct? Understanding that yes, sometimes there isn't patterns, there isn't structures like what's happening right now. It isn't very comfortable and it isn't very nice and stuff, but just leave it. You made your trading plan and stick to it, guys. Okay, let's go to the next one, guys. The next one is Great British Pound AUD. Okay, that's a quite interesting one, guys. Okay, I think I did it in a daily, didn't I? Okay. That's a quite interesting. In general, we are in an uptrend, but the thing what I saw value in is at that specific zone. You see when I got to that specific zone right there, we got rejected, it went up. And you see we're at that specific zone again, and starting to consolidate, and that's giving me some signs it's going to get rejected. But I'm just giving it some room, and I'm just giving it some chance and stuff. I'm just waiting to push down and stuff. I'm just giving it some time and stuff. But I definitely do believe that one's going to get rejected. I saw value in that one also very much and stuff. But if it does break, I know it's going to go to the resistance zone at that specific area. But this is value in that one. I'm just waiting for just to let it start downtrending, then I'll enter in that position. But at this moment, I'm neutral on that. I just have to wait. You know, so it doesn't mean it's in a sell or buy zone. You need to sell and buy immediately. Just wait, give it some time, and just looking smaller time frames and stuff. Okay, with that trade, also I saw value in it. Every time it comes to the high, it goes down, correct? Comes very close, it's just like very close, then goes down. But that one didn't count so much. But I still value in that trade, but the reason I'm not going to take it is because it's very inconsistent. But you understand, I just still value in it and stuff, but I told myself I'm not going to take any positions when it comes to Great British on USD. Because I see no value, I see no consistency in it. Understanding that yes, we're on a tunnel, we're on a sideways tunnel, but I see no value in it because it's not consistent enough for me. And the thing is, maybe I'll take a position once we start trending down. Then I know, okay, fine, the main target is going to be that specific zone. Then I'll maybe take a small position, basically day trading into the downside. But as when it comes to swing trading, no, I don't see value because it's not consistent enough. Let's go to the next one, guys. Euro Canada. Same thing, guys. When it comes to Euro Canada, I'm not going to swing trade it or anything. I'm going to be day trading. Once it starts trading more higher, I'm going to start day trading it all the way to that level and all the way to that level, because I'm too late for a swing trade. And yeah, you know that I'm too late for the swing trade already, and we're just getting smaller time frames. You guys can see something break out to the top. Let's have a small time frame look. Okay, starting to break out to the top. then basically that when it comes to that trade, when it comes to that specific currency, I'm just going to be day trading it if I see value in it. Let's go to the next one. Great British Pound Canada. Okay, that trade I must actually take off my chart because it broke everything already. Okay, you guys saw that consistent. I love such a pattern, guys. I really love such patterns. You guys see that consistency in that patterns, correct? But unfortunately, you broke out the pattern and stuff. Unless that candle can close beneath the red line, unfortunately that trade must go off my watch list, because unfortunately if a candle closes above there, it's basically now it's out. You understand? Broke structure, complete break of structure. But we'll keep an eye out on for that one. But at this moment, that one is an out one. That one's out. Okay, another interesting trade, guys. I love that trade and stuff. I'm also looking to get into that trade. Okay. I'm just giving it some time because that trade needs to play out more before I can enter. Okay, guys. I'm hoping the trade's gonna come down, correct, to that specific zone, because I could buy support and broke support. Now it's testing resistance, but I see it's going to possibly go up again, because you can just see that structure right there. And you can see it's starting to go more, it's starting to get more in a buy zone than a sell zone, correct? But I'm just keeping it there. I'm just waiting for it to break. If it starts breaking, like for example, if it starts doing that, then I'll start putting my sell order in and my stop loss there, and my take profit there. But at the moment, I just have to let it play out, because at the moment it's that specific market is in a crucial zone where it can go up or down. You understand? It can literally go like that, or it can go like that. You understand? We just have to wait and be patient and leave that one alone and just wait for it to play out, and then come back to it later and then see, do I see any value in it? And if you don't, just take it off your watch list. Okay, and that's a very beautiful trade, guys. I'm not in that one yet, but I'm planning to get I'm planning today to get in that specific trade. I'm just giving it a little more room and just seeing what's happening at this moment, but I'm planning to get in that trade. The only thing I'm waiting for, I just see that resistance zone right there and that support zone right there. I'm just seeing what's going to happen in that specific two zones. But other than that, guys, let me quickly explain that. Why I see potential in that one. I must go to weekly. Just identify what's the main direction on high time frames, then I go in small time frames and trade, because I know the direction in long term time frames. Now it makes sense why I'm going to go trade with the trend, not against the trend. That's what I'm doing. I'm trading with the trend, not against the trend. But guys, as you guys do see, we're on a consistent pattern. It goes up, bounces, goes up, bounces. Then we start going in that tunnel. We start to get in that tunnel. Okay, it goes up, bounces, goes up, bounces, goes up, bounces until it breaks, But understanding that we are in a consistent channel, let's keep on coming to this level, that specific level of zone, and it's keep on getting rejected. You can see the whole time it's coming to that zone and it's keep on getting rejected, correct, by the resistance. And that's why it also makes sense why to short that one and sell it, correct? Because it is coming to that specific zone. And look how beautiful that trade is, guys. Come on, you guys cannot disagree with me. Check how beautiful that trade is. It broke out support, it came back, acting as a resistance and going further down, guys. You can't argue with me, guys. That's a beautiful trade. Put a sell order right there, put your stop loss right there. Your TP is going to be right around that zone. Oh gosh. Your TP is going to be, let me go in bigger time frame, sorry guys. Your TP is going to be right around there on that line, because it's keep on going back to that line. But you guys can check, like for example, yeah, 3 times in a row was consistently bouncing on that line. 10 to 1 also going to bounce on that line again. Look at the ratio, guys. Don't you guys love the ratio? I love the ratio, guys. And guys, like once again, you can play it 2 ways. You can play it like that, put your stop loss there, correct? Understanding that it breaks resistance, I'm going to turn into support back once again. Okay, guys, one time frame. Let me explain myself more clear. Okay, there's 2 ways you can play it. You can basically put a sell order inside there at this very moment, put your stop loss there. Then that means if it breaks the resistance and turns back into support, you want to be out of the trade, because basically it broke everything what you saw value in. Everything what you saw value in, it broke. Then, or you guys can play it like that. You guys can go in a daily time frame and play it like that. As you guys do know, we saw value in the main structure, correct? Then that means you guys can play it like that. But I don't think your reward ratio will be good enough. This is not good enough, guys. That's the only reason I'm also not playing it like that. Understanding that it never broke out that resistance, correct? Then you can easily put your stop loss like that and say, then we can say fine. If it breaks out the resistance, then we're going to take our losses, correct? But unfortunately, the profit's not good enough to have such a huge stop loss, and that's the only reason if I was you guys, I'll play it. I'll play it on the first way to play it. Just wait. If it does go on top, just wait for the break of the resistance, and then take your losses. But guys, that's all for now. I just want to show you guys my trades I see value in, and just the structures, and just what my main focus is, guys. What I focus on is consistency, guys. As you guys can see, why do I see so much value in that trade? Okay, there's 3 trades I see value in. And guys, I'm gonna show you all 3 trades again, and the reason why I see value in it. The main reason why I see value in all that trade, you see, I'm focusing on consistency, because if I can focus on consistent patterns, my account is also going to grow consistently, guys. And that's why I focus on consistent patterns, because my account is also going to grow consistently. You guys can see all the trades I'm interested in at this very moment is very consistent. That one I'm interested in at this moment. Let me go. I think it's that one. USD Canada, USD New Zealand. No, it's not that one. That one also consistent, very nice, very consistent. Okay, but the main, like I told you guys, the main focus is that big structure and understanding that in the downtrend, understanding that the main target is there. I'm just trading the smaller channels. Okay, let's go to the next one. It's that one. All the trades I'm taking is very consistent. That one also, do you see that consistency? And that's the reason why I'm taking this trade. It is back up again. Just have to wait. Be patient. Don't act like a robot. Please, guys, act like a robot. Don't get emotions get hold of your trades. There is no emotions when it comes to trading. Just keep that stuff away. Just act like a robot, guys. Don't look at the money, how much money you're making, how much money you're losing. Focus on consistency, focus on consistency, and focus on quality trades, and that's all you guys need to focus on. And please, guys, backtest. The only way you know your trade's going to work if you guys keep on backtesting, and that's what I recommend. Keep on backtesting, guys. But also that one, guys, you can see consistency, consistently bouncing up, consistently bouncing down. And where's it going to go? 10 to 1 up, because it's all about consistency. If I can have pattern what's keep on being consistent, my account's also going to be consistent in growth. And that's the reason why I'm keep on trading consistent patterns, sideways, horizontal, whatever. That's the main reason I'm trading consistent patterns. But guys, all I have to say when it comes to trading, keep it simple. Number 1, because wow, I make it something. When I just started trading, I made it way too complicated. Keep it simple. Act like a robot, and backtest. Test. Because the reason why, the third reason why you're not trading consistently is because you're not confident enough in your trades. Like, you have 1 or 2 losing trades, then you're like, oh shit, I just lost 2 losing trades. What's going to happen right now? And then you don't want to trade. Then you think you're not good at trading. Meantime, you only had 2 red days. Doesn't mean you have 2 red days. You're not a good trader. And that's where the confidence going to come in. Where you guys have to keep on backtesting. Just prove to yourself you're good enough. And that's the thing, guys. But guys, I'm out for today, and I just want to show you guys my trades for this week, what I'm looking at and stuff. But guys, have a lovely day, and of course, like always, guys, just enjoy trading and enjoy your trading week further, guys. I'm out.